Hey guys, how you doing? Ray here again. If you'd like to subscribe, it's Nitro Kyosho. Remember to follow me on the Facebook community page. Nitro Kyosho, one word, brings you there. Well, it's October in New England, guys. I've got my 2016 Dodge Challenger Hellcat here, and I'm going to show you a little bit about storing this car. For any car enthusiasts out there, you guys know me for all the RC stuff. I'm also a big car guy. Had a lot of different cars over the years, Camaros, Mustangs, Challengers, the Corvettes, everything. So I'm going to show you a little bit. I got some cheat sheets here. This is a car jacket, guys, all right? And this is for your winter storage. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So basically, before you do anything, you want to prep the car, which means you want to put a full tank of gas, an oil change, wash the car, you know, and so on. Okay. And before you put this down on your floor, you want to make sure you sweep and have the floor underneath clean. You don't want anything under there that can rip the plastic. Now, guys, this here is not pool tarp material. This is like an 8mm polypropylene. It's like a giant sleeping bag. This is pool tarp material here. So basically, you want the floor clean, like I said. You want to open this up, and if you come over here, when you're putting this down, guys, make sure that you center the car on it so you can zip it up and lift this up. You wouldn't want the tire at the edge of the zipper because you'd have trouble zipping it up. So if you come over here with the camera, you can see down here, you want to shoot it down the side. There's plenty of room all around the car. Okay. You want a car cover on your car because you don't want it getting scratched. They do make some of these that have an inner layer where you wouldn't have to use a car cover on there. This is the dust top model from California car cover company. These are custom made to fit your car. You order them and they custom fit it to your car. So basically this wouldn't fit on any other car. As tight and nice as it is on this one. So you want to orientate it like I said. The other thing you want to do, I have a video about, is when what I do is you can put a pair of rubber gloves on. You always want to go along the edge of all four tires like that, all around the edge of all four, and get any sand, because these are sticky tires. They get little sand pieces. What will happen is that will get into your cover, and eventually it'll end up scratching your paint. So make sure you rub your hands along the edges and get all the sand out of the tires before you're ever using car covers, whether it's during the summer, winter, or any time. I run a battery tender. I have it hooked up, the battery in this car is in the trunk, so I have a battery tender that I run year-round in the car, even in the summer months if I'm driving it once or twice a month. Keep the battery charged. This is not a trickle charge. Trickle charges are no good. They'll boil your battery. They'll kill your battery. These are different. These are tenders, and they only put this one's only putting 750 milliamps in the battery. The other thing I do, guys, is over here, if you want to show it the camera, is underneath there's a vent coming out of the bottom of the car, and I put a hose on there, and I run that out of the bag so it's venting the battery. The other thing is the little tips. You want to make sure the car is cool. You don't want to start running it and then bring it in and cover it up. You don't want to wash the car and have any kind of moisture in it when you do this. If you wash the car, make sure you give it a few hours to dry, really dry out real good before you do this. And what else here? That's pretty much it, guys. You can get these at, well, actually, it probably has the website actually on it. I'm going to take a second here if you just want to show a little bit of that. You get the desiccants. So these are the desiccants, guys. All right. You get 2 packs of them. There's 5 in each. You get a total of 10. And this is from the Car Jacket Company. Omni Dry. You don't want to open these up until you're ready to put them underneath the car. So the next thing I'm going to do is leave these for now. And I'm going to come over here, and I should be able to do this by myself. You can stay over there with the camera. Now, what you have to do is pull the bag up over the car. And I want to do this by myself so you guys know that it can be done by yourself. In case somebody's living by themselves or single and they don't have any help. So, and then you just basically straighten it out, guys. Alright. And it has 2 zippers. So it has a zipper here. Alright. You can basically put this right here. And I actually have to take this and feed it through like that. I actually have to shut off the tender and do that too, because both zippers were at this end, guys. Alright. So we got our tender here. So I'm going to put that right to the end, and then I'm going to start to zip this. You want to get most of this zipped before you get, I like to get it almost all ready before, and if you have any, these zippers are pretty good, but if you ever had any trouble you could always put a little wax on them or something, but they're pretty good. So I don't want to do too much here. Now I'm going to move back with the camera, I'm going to get the desiccants. Alright, I'm going to open these up. Alright, I'm going to open both of them up. And this is your Pine Ridge Enterprises Car Jacket 1-800-5 car bag. I believe you can just go to carbag.com, Google search it. Okay, so now what we're going to do, guys, is just basically, if you want to move back a little bit, I have a flashlight here. What I'm going to do is just throw these around the underneath of the car. Alright? Put them just sporadically. When you take these out in the spring, they're going to be wet. All the moisture. Now I'll just put the flashlight again. And just kind of wing them around under there. And that's it. So you got your desiccants. it's time to just zip it up. Get out of there. But the most important thing is having the floor clean. Move back with the camera so you can see the whole. Having it centered. And take your time with the zipper. You don't want to catch it or rip it or damage it. I've been using these for about 20 years. I've never had any problem. Alright. I'm going to go around the other side, guys, and finish zipping it. And we can just orientate it. Make sure it's all level on the car, nice. They actually come, guys, with little locks too. But pretty much I just go around after and make sure it's all leveled out. So it looks decent. And just so it's okay. Now, what do these do? The car jacket is keeping you from, like in New England here where we get Indian summers where it might be really cold and then it gets really hot. Well, we had a couple incidences like that where I came out in the garage and all the jacket was wet. And you could see the moisture and wipe it. And pretty much what would have happened if I didn't have that on there was you would have opened your hood and the engine would have been all wet and sweating and the car would have been wet. And these are really great, guys. I mean, this is for indoor use only. But my wife puts her car on the other side and she comes in with snow on it and water in the winter time. And I actually have a dehumidifier over there and I have a humidity gauge up here. Keep track of the humidity. And that humidifier there will work even when it's like 40 degrees. And it works really well. But you don't want, I'll even run that when my wife's car is in here in the winter because you don't want, you know, if 55 is when it registers as high humidity, but I won't run it at 55. It starts getting to 65, 70, 75, I'll run it. Now they do have other versions of these. They have one that's a big plastic bubble you put the car in, but I mean, those are fine if you're in a warehouse and you want to, I don't know, keep the dust off it maybe. But they're no good for New England because the way I've heard they work, it's just a fan that blows air around. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but if you have humidity and everything, it's just going to blow humidity in there. I don't really know how those work 100%, so don't take my word 100%, but as far as I've ever known, it's just a fan, and they're filled up, and you can see the car because it's in a clear bubble. But I've been using these for, I'd say about 20 years. I used them on all my Corvettes and all my cars I had. And when I open this thing up, 6 months, the bags, the desiccants are good for 6 months. And when I open this up, there's not even a pin spot of rust on the rotor or anything. So they do a wonderful job. And really, if you're trying to explain what these do, and I don't want to make this video too long because I know guys don't like long videos, but I'm trying to educate you a little. Like here in New England, if it's 0 outside, and you go outside in shorts with no shirt on in 0 degree weather, you're going to feel that cold immediately. Oh, it's freezing. But if you put on your pants and your big jacket and your hat and your gloves and your whatever, and you go outside with a heavy winter coat, it's going to take you a while to feel that cold. That's what these do. They slow that process down, and they cut that process down of the car getting hit with that direct, type of cold or heat. And the desiccants, when you take them out in the spring, they'll be damp. You can feel it, and they absorb any moisture. So I wouldn't be promoting these things, guys, if I didn't use them. I'm not telling you can buy them from whoever you want, whoever sells them, but it's basically just a giant sleeping bag with desiccants. And that's pretty much all I got to say. If you got a classic car or anything of any worth you want to, keep nice and take care of, this is definitely the way to go. So check them out, and if you got any questions, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, guys.